Hello, this is Cindy Walter, the Healthy Knitter, and welcome to episode 39 of our podcast. I am so excited that you found me if you are new, and welcome back if you're returning. And what I want to chat with you guys about today is how I'm trying to pull myself out of my funk, because I know so many of us deal with all kinds of things, all kinds of stresses in our lives, things that happen, and we get into funks. And what is so important is trying to figure out things that can help pull you out of it. I shared last week, if you were on the episode, that my daughter had a breakup, and she'd been dating a guy for 2.5 years, and they broke up a week ago. And I've just gotten into a funk over it, not because I thought that was her forever person. I know God has a better plan for her, but my heart hurts for her. And even though I'm talking to her every day and I know she's going to be just fine, and she is getting stronger every day, and she's not even crying the last couple times I've talked to her, for some reason, my heart still hurts for her, and I've just been in a funk I can't seem to shake. So I know this happens to lots of us. I want to share with you what I've been doing to pull out. I do feel quite a bit better today. I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but the sun is shining. It is 80 degrees in Ohio. The flowers are blooming. The birds are chirping. You can't help but feel a little lighter coming, with all of that going on. But I've done some fun things also, just purposefully to try to shake this funk. One is, of course, my knitting and crocheting, and I'll share my projects with you in just a moment. Two is time with friends, just getting on the phone, talking things through with friends. I had a meetup yesterday and did the third thing I did, had a little photo shoot with two of my business partners to get some content photos for our health and wellness business. We need a lot of just pictures that we can post. So I brought my crocheted bag that I'm going to share with you in just a minute, and we just took some pictures of each other, and one of them actually is a photographer. I have a nice camera and I do take a decent picture, so I helped take pictures of the photographer as well, and the three of us shared a bottle of wine, talked, had lunch together, and it was just really great. And then on the way home, number 4, I had a greenhouse visit. Went to a greenhouse, an Amish greenhouse in our area, and even though I wasn't quite ready to start thinking about planting and flowers and doing our flower beds, we have a ranch home with a flower bed that goes around the whole entire house. And each year my husband's wonderful helping me with it. We deadhead everything, weed everything. I do some planting. I have a lot of perennials that come back year after year, so we have to clean those up, and then I'll plant some new annuals, some new perennials each year too, divide some things, and then we mulch. And it usually is a couple week process, but something I thoroughly enjoy. But I just mentally was not in the right place for it. My girlfriend, my next door neighbor, who knows we share the same love and passion for flowers and planting, she knew that would cheer me up. So she kind of coerced me into, she drove, so she kind of coerced me into going with her to the greenhouse. Well, that was just what the doctor ordered. I got a few things, not a ton, but I planted a whole flat of my annual pink impatiens around one of my big flower beds, and just felt so much better when I went to church last week. And we are going to our Holy Week services at night, and that could be a little bit of the feelings of just sadness, knowing what happened this week. So anyway, all that to say, I knew I was in a funk. I recognized it, and I knew I needed to do some things to help me get out of it. And so I just intentionally chose things that bring me joy. Oh, I thought you could see my flowers here. Let's see. There they are. Bringing fresh cut flowers in. I just absolutely love that. And in the summer, every week I do a new bouquet, and I just have fresh flowers all summer long. So there'll be a little lull here between tulips and daffodils, and then all the other flowering plants I have all summer long, but I'm enjoying them while I have them. So I just wanted to share that with you. And if you have any other tips, music can do that, playing soothing music, putting candles on, spending time with your family, your loved ones, sending cards of gratitude, praying, meditating, yoga, exercise, fitness, being out in nature. There's so many things that we can do when we're feeling negative, when we're sad, when we're down. And knitting and crocheting and the fiber arts is just such a great tool that we have access to that can cheer us up. So let's get to it. My first finished project is my Granny Square Bag by Crochet Park. OMG, I love this bag. I absolutely love this bag. So let me tell you about it. And the funny thing was, today I had a meeting with a gym owner, and I brought the bag with me, and of course he didn't notice it, but I went to the grocery store after. No, I went to DSW after with my business partner, and two girls came up to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love that bag. Where did you get it?" And when I said I made it, it was hysterical. Their reaction was, "No way, no way. Do you sell those?" They wanted to buy one, and I said, "Oh, no, no, no." And I had to explain to them that years and years ago, I tried to sell things that I knit, and people wouldn't even pay the amount of money that I had invested in the yarn, let alone to make any money on all of my time. But this bag, so all of my Crochet Park kits I've shared with you, they come in bags with everything that you need. So all the different color yarns were in there, the handles, the little brass pieces. There is a zipper in here that came with it. There are plastic pieces that I had to use, and also fabric to do the inside. So everything came in the kit. There, let me try to make it so you guys can see it. Everything was in here, but boy, oh boy, did this take time. So I had to learn how to do granny squares, and I did 14 granny squares, 4 on each side, 2, 2, and 2 on the bottom. And each one that I did was just, it didn't have a pattern of color. So I just kind of picked my own colors and played with them and tried to figure out what color patterns I liked. I don't think I have 2 that are alike, to be honest with you. I think every single one's a little bit different. And once you did the squares, then you had to do a single crochet around each square. Then you had to get your panels single crocheted together. So I did the single crochet in each panel together. Then there was plastic mesh pieces with little square holes in them, and I had to crochet each piece all the way around onto the plastic piece to secure it. Then I had to cut the fabric. I had to cut the fabric for each piece and then hand sew it. So each individual piece is hand sewn into the basket. So I hand sewed the pieces onto the plastic, onto each piece, and then I had to put it all together and crochet it all together. And once I did that, then I had to do a couple rows of single crocheting on the top. I had to crochet the little cream colored pieces to secure the handles, and I had to crochet the zipper on, and it just went on and on and on. So the bottom line was, on the video tutorial, which I think I've shared with you, is someone, I think in China, is actually doing the crocheting and AI is interpreting for her. Very hard to follow. I had to actually YouTube how to do a granny square and figure that all out. So it was not great details. But I just followed the details and figured it out. But it said on the video that it would take 6 hours. Oh, no, no, no. This took every ounce of spare time I had for several days, probably a week. I would say I have a week of a lot of hours invested into it. But so adorable. Would I make it again? Now that I know what is entailed in making it, I might consider making it again, but I have now completed all the crochet bags that I purchased, and I have no plans of reordering at this time. I love them. They are great gifts, but I have a few gifts made downstairs. This one, I'm not sure I'd make this for a gift. Maybe I would, but I needed a few easier things. I thought that was easy to do because I wanted to try to help myself get out of this little funk. So I started to just do some of those bags, and it worked because I absolutely love it. But I'm not going to do it anytime in the near future because it just was very, very time consuming. So that is my only finished object this week. And my holiday slipover by PetiteKnit is definitely coming around. I am now on the neck. So let me go back here and get out of the shade or out of the sun. So I'm working on the ribbing on the neck here. I have not split to do the split hem and ribbed off because I wanted to try this on. I wanted to do the neck, try this on. See, the ribbing is like 4.5 inches. So I think I'm done knitting this, but I just wanted to try it on to be sure. So I think what I'll do is finish this. I think I will pick up around my sleeves and do my ribbing for my sleeves. And then I will finish up with the length being last. And I think that's the order I want to do it in, just because I think I'll enjoy it better that way and I'll know exactly what I'm getting. And then in my crochet bag I'll be taking with me to church tonight, I have my other really big work in progress, which is my workout project. So every morning when I'm not outside, which I should be outside, but I have an injury. I think I've told you guys about it. I have a tibial tendon issue that I've been dealing with for a year, going to the orthopedic doctor next year. I've been to the podiatrist. I've gone through 12 physical therapy sessions, deep needling, ultrasounds. I've got orthotics. I have not run in a year. I was rucking. I stopped rucking. I'm basically on a stationary bike, an elliptical, and then I'll walk outside typically just one day a week now. That's also, I think, part of my little bit of a funk because it's just not the same as running. I've been running for ever since I was in high school. That is how I got my baby weight off after my 4 children. I've done multiple marathons, 9 marathons, multiple half marathons, and I can't run. And so that's just been devastating to me. And it's really worked on my mindset as well. So I'm anxious to go to the orthopedic next week just to find out, is it something more serious, and what I can do. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that, but let me show you. So the good news is while I'm on my bike downstairs and even on the elliptical, I can work on my socks. So this is the vanilla sock pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady. And it is West Yorkshire Spinner's signature 4-ply self-striping pattern, patterning, and the colorway is Owl. And I'm loving it. I'm probably going to make some major headway. Next time I see you, I will have that vest done and possibly the socks, or at least be down to the foot of the sock and maybe even get down to the toes. So that is it for my finished projects, my whips. The only other thing I wanted to share with you guys is tomorrow I am hosting another knit along on Zoom. The link will be in the description below from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you are home, maybe you're getting some food ready for Easter and you want to hop on and join us for a couple hours, even if you can't stay for the whole time. We have people that come in late, leave early, that's fine. It's just a time to really fellowship, get to know each other, share our projects, ask questions if maybe we need a little guidance or help, give each other advice. I always say I really am not an expert. I love knitting and all of the fiber arts, but I'm not an expert. So I get a lot of advice from you guys and from my new friends that have been getting on the knit along with us as well. So we would love to have you join us. So hopefully we'll see a few of you tomorrow. And in the meantime, have a lovely Easter, and I will see you next week if I don't see you on the knit along tomorrow. Happy Easter.